This is your daily market review for Tuesday, March 7th, 2023, full moon.
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at ESP Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for March 7th, Tuesday, 2023. Full moon out there. Be careful. Let's get deep into it. Now, a lot of people were talking about, hey, what happened at the end of last week? It looks like a bull market starting to continue. As I tried to warn people, in a downtrend, the first dip usually gets bought, and we back tested some support / resistance, 200-day, all sorts of things. But what was it? Temporary, like we talked about. Couple day, new money, new month. Saw this in February, saw it in March. Let's see how this goes. Because right now, I talked about being out of town last week. Thursday and Friday were not ideal for me, being on the ski hill. Could have traded around the positions more, but never really felt uncomfortable about what was happening. Trading around it, looking for entries to reshort. Some things went higher, some things have gone nowhere, some things have just gone straight lower. We'll talk about that. It's all very evidence-based. And again, as you're going to see, look at materials, look at gold, look at the markets, look at financials, a lot of things acting like poop. That's the best way to describe it. Look like a turd that's about to get flushed. So, does it happen tomorrow with FOM or with PAAS speaking? I don't know. But let's go through the evidence. Please be evidence-based. Remember, trade around your positions. At worst, you want to have your core when the big move happens, up or down. Again, we're anticipating a big down move. And you'll see why. It should be very clear. If you're new to the channel, you like the thought process here, hit me up or check out the Discord room link in the description below. Hit me up on Twitter, too, if you ever have any questions. That's where I post a lot of our stuff. This was a good one. Daily Thank Trading Gods, 4 hours ago. Before we recorded this, up near the 240 range. That candle is not green anymore on the daily. If you're newer to trading, you're like, I need help. This is the place to start. Back to basics. I'm telling you right now, if you're coming to me without checking out the back to basics, it's literally answers are here. When the student's ready, the teacher will appear. Here's all the work. I'd love to one-on-one help you out when I can, but I got thousands of people who follow me. I cannot do one-on-one coaching. People are like, I'll pay you whatever it costs. I don't want those types of people. I want the people who want to figure it out. If you want to be great at trading, you have to own your results. You hit enter, you hit exit. Now, again, I don't mind helping people out. I appreciate all the tips because, again, trying to reduce people's education costs. Remember, there is a tuition to all learning. It's not only time, but there can be money, especially because trading is not easy. Well, actually, trading is easy. Executing is hard. Anyway, hit me up if you have questions. Again, please be safe, be thoughtful out there, and let's get into it. Evidence-based trading. Bitcoin, what do we talk about? This area be in trouble. Now you're chopping. As we talked about, if you bought down here, take some profits, trade around it. It's kind of like my gold friends. They don't listen to me. You got to trade it. Oil hits up against the old little trend line here. Again, how important is it? It's just, in my opinion, oil choppy. But this is not bullish for the market. If oil is getting slammed, then maybe the market is anticipating what? A bigger recession in time. Again, the recession is coming. Look at the inversion with the yield curve. The last 8 out of 8 times. Feds usually have to, or no, not last 6 times, the Feds have had to raise rates over the CPI rate to eventually get inflation down. And right now, current interest rates are not over the CPI rates. So, a lot going on. Next couple weeks, again, March, April, years ending in 3. Slaughter. So, be careful, be thoughtful. We'll see what happens. Again, long term, I'm not super bearish oil, but I'm also not going to chase it here. I'm waiting for the 60s, maybe it extremes into the upper 50s. I don't know. But again, I'd like to watch it, keep an eye on it. Natural gas, yeah, choppy, sloppy. And again, a lot of people are like, oh, you picked the bottom with your little hammer. I'm like, I didn't even trade it. No, I did not. I don't give myself credit. I knew where it might hit. But looking at it now, I'm like, it's probably going to be choppy and sloppy. Back tested this trend line, went above it. What did it do? Doink! Backing off. Not necessarily bullish in my opinion, right? So be thoughtful. Be thoughtful. Be thoughtful. Sorry, getting a text from the wife. At this point, let's get into the dollar. Dollar make you holla. Right? What have people been saying? I don't mean, if Josh Brown is listening to this from Fast Money, I'm not trying to be a hater. But a lot of you guys on Fast Money, a lot of the folks on CNBC that I see from your post on Twitter and all this other crap, your thesis was what? The dollar's going lower. Wrong. Now we're up at the 200-day, 100-day. We talked about chopping. Now what? If you zoom out, I've said this is a bigger uptrend. Remember this channel right here? We held it. We absolutely held it. Now what? 200-day, 100-day. I still think you're going to get back up in the upper 29s. How's that going to affect the market? I personally think the dollar going higher means rates are going higher than what the market wants. People buying the dollar, fiscal. I mean, ultimately, I've said this a million times. The Fed's got to be very careful. If they lose control of the dollar, meaning it gets extremely weak, the bricks are out there. There's a lot of game out there in town that wants to take on the dollar. We'll see how they do. Bonds. People are talking about, oh, the yields are down today. What's going on? We'll go again. Study 2008, 2009. I've done it multiple times. If the rates go lower significantly, TLT bought, then the recession is accelerating. If we just chill here, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Again, they go significantly lower, meaning TLT, bond yields go up, TLT lower. Well, I mean, Fed's got to keep pressing on. So, again, my best thing here that I would try to warn people of at this point, remember, huge short interest in the bond market. Huge, absolutely huge spec position short. They're going to have to cover at some point. I would just watch the bond market for volatility. That's all I would really watch. I wouldn't get too excited. The VIX, you're welcome. Said every time you get an 18 handle, it's a gift. Here's the trend line. Look at this baby compressing. At some point, we go up. When? I wish it was tomorrow. I wish it's Friday. I don't know. But keep this in mind. What? VIX compression leads to a big VIX move. Being bearish is the play, right? Again, more evidence. Look at oil. Look at the bond market. Look at the dollar. Look at the VIX compressing here. Now go look at the SPY. Trying to be evidence-based, but no one can ever do it. Said, watch the 20-day yesterday. Well, it went above it, Dan. And then look at the close. Look at that wick. They wanted nothing to do with it. We've talked about here, end of month. Sorry, let me zoom out real quick. Novice gap trap. End of month. Start of the month, February 2nd. Look at this. Starts on March 2nd. Rises up. Kapow. Kelly Kapowski. Well, Dan, what were you thinking overall? I said this many times. I thought this was a novice gap trap. But what was this rally? Well, remember we talked about the first dip always gets bought. Right? First dip always gets bought. Talked about that, right? Coming off the highs. Well, in my opinion, I think we're about to go lower. When, again, what days it gets set off by the jobs number? I don't know. But there's been a lot of these little funky up to the 20-day and fails. Hence, when the 20-day became support, we screamed, you got to buy it. People don't remember that. You got to buy it. Now what? 20 days curling over and acting as resistance. If you don't know what this formation is not bullish. It's called a left-right combo with cheese. No, with a doji in the middle. I mean, or a hammer in the middle. That is not bullish. That is an engulfing bar. Held the 50-day at the close. Good luck. If you were bullish, I don't even know how to say it. You should be careful. QQQ. What do we say? Watch the 20-day. Yeah, but Dan, what look, it went higher. And then, yes, we posted literally on Twitter, in the Discord room. Everyone said, watch what happens when it tries to fill the gap. Zoink. Right back. QQQ comes right back. But Dan, no. Again, I still think this is a bear, like a dead cat rally. Maybe that was the first bounce to get bought, but maybe this is it because you went from 315 down to 289, and you rally back. Kelly Kapowski next. Well, Dan, what else is evidence that you've been watching? The IWM. Watch for it lagging. What do we say? Watch the 20. Look at this yesterday. This was ugly. Now, again, this is all evidence-based. Sorry to be excited about it, but I'm just trying to get people who are I don't know, on the fence. No, you better start acting decisively because if we break, look, damn breaks, goodbye. And watch for lagging. IWM was lagging. Look at it, opened high, literally closed right below the previous day's lows. Not good. Well, what about the DIA, Dan? That's leading up, right? Look at this lower high since December. Another doji left-right combo engulfed. Nom, 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 nom. Think of like Pac-Man just eating up the ghost. Nom, 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 nom. Goodbye. Look at the volume. It's increasing. Uh-oh. Again, things that aren't bullish. Well, what about gold? Gold's a safe haven when the market goes down. Wrong. Gold, again, novice gap, professional gap. Oh, crap. Professional gap. Oh, crap. If you are long gold, and I tried to warn folks, second quarter, March, aren't good for the metals. Go check the seasonality. Just never is. I'm not trying. Maybe my tone is allowed today, but I'm just like, wow, it's so obvious now. Look at this gap and trap. What about silver, right? It's holding up better, right? Oh, my God. I think I puked in my mouth. No, I knew this was coming. Look at this. I mean, I knew what it looked like today. Look at this big gap. It's not good, y'all. It is not good as I sip on the coffee. That is not bullish looking chart. That's a right. Couple days up. Goodbye. All right. What about GDX? Oh, Dan, you missed you missed dust in the 14s. You're right. I did. But all I wanted to do was hold my core. Congrats to everybody who bought more miners shorts. Nice little pop up. Goodbye. Nice work. Again, I'm happy for everybody when they're doing the right thing. Do what the market's going to do, not what you think it's going to do. GDXJ, wow, pop. Now I'd watch the 32s. Watch the 32s, 31s. If that breaks, oh, God. Oh, God. Look out below. Whatever. Moving right along. AG. We talked about this. Could be like a little novice gap trap, but man, what did I say last week? It's probably dead money chopping if the miners aren't going to hold up. Oops. Yep, chopping around. Remember, there's a longer-term trend line at 5. Let me pull that up real quick because people keep asking me about that one. Check it out. MCs. DJing from your own mind. Right now. Bow, 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 bow. That's some Gangstar. I think it was Raekwon was in that song, maybe. Oh, anyway, let's go. Moving right along. See what I mean? I think we could still go lower. AEM, not looking so hot, is it? Hits the 200-day. Is that a professional gap? Start down. Oh gosh. Again, I'm not short other than my dust positions, which were up 8.38%. I just want the core ultimately, and I'd love to be more aggressive. Obviously, would obviously love to be more aggressive, but you know what? Shorted more tech. Oops. Oops. Newmont. Oh, God. That is bugly. What happened to PAAS? Nice little bounce up to what? 20-day, 100-day. Bah. Not good. All right. Let's talk about tech because AMD's up today, right? Woohoo. Oh, God. Oh, God. Look at that wick. Oh, God. Fills the gap at the 20-day. Pray. How about Taiwan Semis? Does that look better? Oh, God. No. No. That pops the 20-day. It's trying to hold this channel down here. Buena suerte, mi amigo. NVIDIA, you're welcome if you did the short today. It gave you, again, ex-dividend, 4 cents. I'm glad I held the stock for 4. No. If you're long. Look at this. Trapeze artist. Oh, yeah. Look out below. Secondaries are coming. Novice gap and trap. Oh, but it didn't drop in the first day, Dan. It doesn't have to. It's a problem with professional novice gap. Sometimes they take time. Talked about that in the other trades, and I'll find one here in a minute. Novice gap, trap. You're welcome. SMH. Man, this thing is holding on to the 240s. Holding on for dear life. Look above. Fail. Yep, you've seen it. Adobes. Try to make these quick because it's all very obvious. Nothing looks really good. Bounces the 50-day. We'll see what happens. Apple gets the Buddy Pass upgrade. If you shorted yesterday, high five to you. Look at this perfect retest. Novice gap. Ugh. That's all I got to say. Amazon going lower. Dead money. People keep talking about buying it. Goes nowhere. CRM gaps up on amazing earnings. But look at that reaction. You're telling me that in distribution? I mean, literally, open at the high, close at the lows. They squeezed this thing up 20 points and got people to buy. You are the exit liquidity. Google, every day it's a buy. Okay, it just looks like a laggy piece of poo-poo. Excuse my childish language, but it just doesn't really look that good, y'all. See what happens here? I mean, this thing has been dog crap. I don't know. Whatever. Meta. Oh, boy. Trying to ban TikTok because they can't do... again, they're getting their lunch handed to them. I actually use TikTok, and again, people are like, oh, they're Chinese, whatever. No, I mean, everybody's tracking everybody. But here's the thing. Rising up on these news headlines. We'll see. I mean, I've said this many times. This stuff is going to be hard at the highs and the lows. But here's a big novice gap. Is this a trap? Double novice gap? I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Again, I could be wrong in this one. There's other ones that look way worse. Microsoft, yeah, hits the 20-day, but bounces, fails. Like I said, NDAQ said this 1,000 times. This company literally is the NASDAQ. The liquidity will dry up because no one will be trading crappy tech in the future, and it is showing you why. It is not leading up. It is actually leading down. MicroStrategy, we warned, folks. Look at that long wick. Can't get anything going the last couple days. That's not bullish. Netflix, here's another one that just can't get out of its own way. Oh, but the market's rallying. Netflix should rally. Making new lows. It better hold the 100-day. Roblox, again, I've never been really a fan of shorting this one, but I mean, you can watch the 41s. You tell me what you think. Again, Tesla. But Tesla's up, right? Gosh, it's just so obvious. We talked about the game over candle. Look at it. Big volume, long wick. Now it's just fading, and it's below the 20-day. It's just a matter of probably when, not if, when it gets smushed. Let's talk about materials, because here's like another sign for bearishness. And again, I'm not trying to pile on, but it's just very obvious. We talked about X yesterday, retesting the highs, then professionally gapped. Oh, crap. That could be a trap to head lower. Again, why are the materials names heading down? Maybe the market ain't looking that good. Here's another one, double top, Nucor. Okay. How about Caterpillar? This has been a beacon of strength. Oh, boy. Couldn't even hit my gap zone. Good God, down 7 points real quick. 20-day breaks, adios. VALE, this should be strong, right? No, going sideways, nowhere. How about copper, right? Copper's been holding up really well. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here's another copper name I look at, Freeport McMoran. Oh, boy. Southern Copper. Because a lot of people are like, oh, copper's holding up. Oh, boy. Not so much. How about CCJ, right? Uranium. That should be strong. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Talked about 29s. Oh, schnot. No good. All right, how about ag names? They should be holding up. Okay. Trying. Chopping. How about Mosaic? That was acting really good the other day. Oh, crap. NTR. Uh-oh, it hit the 200-day. Did it hold up? Not so far. How about AA? Because this got back up to the top of the range. Aluminum strong, right? Oh, crap. All right, we're seeing again, this is all just evidence. And here comes the final nail in the coffin if you are bullish. And I'm sorry to say this, and I'm going to say it nicely. Financials lead the market. Let's pull up the XLF, shall we? Oh, crap. Makes a lower high. Hits the 20-day, just like the market. Kapow. We are back at the range of lows very quickly. Does not look bullish. I don't know if you guys saw, but institutions were unloading banks. They're unloading all of their Credit Suisse exposure, which I don't blame them. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. You're welcome if you took the trade yesterday in the 3620s on the 20-day. High five. I expect the folks who are doing well to be on top of that one. JP Morgan. How about that one? Oh, it just couldn't get... Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Couldn't make new highs, and it gaps down, and it's below the 50-day. Uh-oh. Things that aren't bullish. How about Morgan Stanley? This one's been holding up really well, right? Oh, crap. 20-day, curling down. Goldman. This one's been lagging hard, right? Meh. You know, all the other financials got back up at least to their January highs. Nope. Red alert. How about XBI? This thing has been a beacon of strength, right? No. Look, this thing peaked in January. Couldn't even, rally really in February. Sorry. It peaked in February. Oops, there it is. Nothing. It's got a whole lot of nothing. Again, you can hate the messenger, just trying to be evidence-based. All right, how about the bane of my existence, solar? No, actually, we did some good trading on it. Traded around it, but recently. Popping up. Okay, you're in the terror zone. How about ENPH, right? We talked about this thing. Dead cat bouncing to the 50-day. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. When you zoom out, it doesn't really look that strong. It just looks like it's chopping before a slop. Sedgerton, if you got up in the 340 area, holding up. We'll see. First Solar, everyone's like, it's got to go higher. Okay, we'll see. I mean, it's getting real tired. Is this a big novice gap trap? 3-day rule, touch, time, chop. Are they doing a secondary? Again, if oil and gas get slaughtered, who's buying solar? Recession's coming. Again, solar has a history of wild, and I talk about the wild moves. Look at this. 122, down to 65. 80, down to 37. How about this? 163, down to $13. This thing can move. Okay, so strap in, put on your seatbelt. Make sure you have your what do you call it? Make sure you have your seatbelt strapped in, and you're you're jumping out of a plane, man. All of a sudden, my brain just stopped working. You know what I'm talking about. Make sure you have a parachute, because this thing could get slaughtered. Just keep an eye on it. How about the HYG, right? You talked about high, corporate debt. This thing looks like crap, y'all. It didn't get anywhere back to the highs. And now what? Left, right combo. And we'll end it with oil. Senior oil. Uh-oh. Retest recent highs, but how about nat gas? Oh, you got to buy it. Oh, okay. UNG, again, this product is crap. I don't believe in a nat gas bull market at the moment, but I could be wrong. How about XOP? What did we say? Watch the 140s. Look at that. The 100-day. We talked about the 100-day so many times. 100-day, 100-day, 100-day. Andale. Looks, and again, this is what's scary about this thing. You dead cat bounce off the trend twice. You break below it. You bounce back. If this thing does not hold 128s, look out below. That's all I'm going to say. It's ExxonMobil. We talked about another name. Makes a new high. Hits new monthly channels. Look what it does. Backing off. Hits the 20-day. Uh-oh. 100-day is the key. If it fails, say adios. Occidental been acting like crap. Hits a 20-day. That's all it's got. I mean, look at that. Exxon's up here. This is down here. Uh-oh. How about solid EQT? We love EQT, right? No, they couldn't trade their way. They couldn't manage their natural gas exposure if they were told what the future was. Chopping, holding the 50-day. How about PXT? Because, again, I have a secret admirer, and if I end up disappearing, it's because this guy literally going crazy. He thinks I'm the devil when it comes to PXT. Look at this thing. There's literally a cap on it at 210. Like, nobody's letting it get over it. See what happens, and we'll end it with our new, keep it to the watch list, Flex LNG. Talked about hitting the range highs. Let it go. All right, I hope this helps. The evidence should be obvious, but here's the warning. Does it have to happen tomorrow? Does it have to happen Thursday? Does it happen to happen Friday? No. Trading is a probability game, right? But you have to give yourself time, and you have to give yourself outs. If you're trying to make moves that have to happen tomorrow or this week always, you're screwed sometimes. That's why I warn people, when the market bounced, if you had your March stuff, you probably had to roll out your, especially options. You probably had to roll out your March. And when you re-add it, you hopefully bought April's. And if you have April's, think about it. It's literally full moon, March 7th. You probably have April 21st. April 21st feels like centuries away. So you're in good position, especially if you have in the money. All right. Hope this helps. Again, I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate the comments and negative feedback. People get kind of crazy at times, and it seems like they're giving up their own, they're giving me the information I need to see the emotions taking over in the market. And unfortunately for those folks, I don't wish that upon them, but that's what the market does. So again, I appreciate the love, support. Just keep in mind, in this game of trading, especially with options, make sure you pay yourself handsomely, right? Make sure you prepare to pay taxes. Make sure your accounts are separated. You have an options account and you have a trading account. And if you want to trade leverage ETFs in the trading account, great. But be careful with options accounts. Please do not blow out. Okay? Treat your family. Please treat your family. When you're making money, make them feel great about trading. Make yourself feel great. Because again, if you don't ever take any profits, you don't ever pay yourself, one mistake in weeks, months, maybe a year of being the best trader in the world in your mind, and you didn't take a single penny, your family didn't see a single penny of it, shame on that. Last but not least, or maybe two last things, save money, buy again. Inflation's coming, so probably again later down the road when the Feds pivot, probably buy some gold, silver. Please look into buying real estate, and if you are investment properties, talk to me. I'm telling you, there's going to be some creative financing. There's going to be some awesome deals. And last but not least, I guess, maybe tip the dealer. Again, if you appreciate the education you are getting, you are saving money. You are getting free tuition. and you feel appreciative, I appreciate any tip. I don't ask for anything. Again, I just know when I was in the circumstances where people would help me out, it's good, abundant mindset. If you believe in the universe of abundant mindset and you're going to follow the rules, you're going to trade well, you just know you're going to make money. And again, if you're saving on the tuition, because I know there's a lot of people out here who've gotten absolutely destroyed. At one point in my life, I've been in the same position. I get it. The goal is to minimize mistakes, maximize the rewards. If I can help you, I can help it. Ultimately, you own this. You got to be able to own this, because like last week, hey, maybe I go skiing. Maybe in a couple weeks from now, I go Idaho. I go fishing. Maybe I go to Costa Rica. Again, you're going to have to be able to manage for yourself. And I'm love to help the best I can, but ultimately, you're the decision maker. You want to be. Again, your intuition has to be sharpened. Your ability to finance your tuition cheaply, that's the goal here. And I guarantee if you're patient with it, just like anything, you can't expect exponential results when you start something, right? Think about anything you start. You suck at it, getting better, really getting better, and all of a sudden you just hit the freaking bell curve and you go. And people don't realize, all we need is one big down move. The year could be done for us. So just keep that in mind. All right. It won't be the end of the year, but you know what I mean? Like, that could make my year. Just like last year, by April, it almost made my year. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.